ironic. For those who don't know about Julian Marrero, he was one of those sickest fools on the internet who targets so many people around in a way that is messing up minds with sexual tendencies, and boy, there is so many. I want to recap from him with 3 notables around, who are also those sick-ass low counts who are pedos. Also, Julian is younger than them. Yup. Before we begin, viewer discretion is advised. Julian is known for being a Friday Night Funkin' artist and a person who made shitty content with ambitious pain and should do better. Oh wait, he can't. This person starts to request NSFW shit on other people. Even this guy requested and made Trey start out with people and box. Also, he liked plagiarism. He seemed to be a creep to a lot of people wanting others to trace sexual art out of them so he can masturbate too. It is surprising to find out that Julian is actually 14 when he did that shit. He do have sexual desires, but he liked to prefer other minors to be drawn in sexual ways, including drawing pics out of 2 Friday Night Funkin' characters, Pico and Boyfriend. The results are not good to other people due to the uncomfortable situation involving Julian. What is also surprising that Julian dragged his own fucking mom and fictional sister in sexual ways. Julian is also into incest, but his thoughts are only in secret. Creepy that Julian even masturbated to his raw version of his own mom. It would be extremely disturbing if he have dreams of having sex with his own mother and or sister. FYI, Julian also drew pictures his friends go see in a sexual way. His friend was stunned after the exposure that he had to cut Julian off. There are 2 original characters named Victoria and Chloe who are officially 5 years old that gotten into Julian's attention earlier. He proceeds to draw those 2 girls, including the crying parts. Then things gotten way worse when the tendencies got into the way by sexualizing Victoria mostly, even making adult versions out of both the characters. Clear enough that Julian starts to have sexual desires of the 2 and treating Victoria like it is his property, but really ain't. That half-faggot Julian is no stranger of having a crying fetish. He always liked to draw pictures of those who are crying, like Victoria for example. He also requests people to draw them crying too. His only excuse is that crying is cute. Creepy. Julian even have a girlfriend. That's right, that faggot have a girlfriend. Despite everything Julian did, it turns out that his girlfriend is still kissing his ass and still defends him no matter what. Not surprising, he did sexual roleplays with her. She goes by Kate Lover 111, but her real name is Olivia. She also tried to get Julian a pass by using autism to excuse his sexual tendencies and his behavior, but it's never an explanation why he did what he did was wrong. Also, when it comes to fucking around with other people, Olivia still did not have her bell rang of Julian's antics. Even when it comes to cheating on her, still nothing to convince her to break up with him. Maybe Julian is manipulating and trapping her so she won't let go. This is another short one right here. When Julian's friends wasn't active as expected to Julian, he whines and backs some other fucking dramatic just to get so much attention. The guilt tripping happened too. One of the targets was fallen much of to a victim of grooming. Julian masturbates in a call while she's on there. One of those acts got in way to out of hand that leads her of being suicidal. 3 main people along with Olivia also sided with Julian. Those 3 are Rainbow Kitty 101, Antonio Balizano, that pedophile recap 2 times who groomed a teen despite not learning a lesson, and a girl who sexual roleplay with her own character Victoria. Sarah splits. Julian did proceed to draw sexual pics out of Rainbow Kitty, and she is like okay with it despite the fact that Julian is 14 and she is in her 20s. Many people want her to realize that, but it doesn't ring the bell, and she proceeds to defend Julian no matter what, until her mommy said those type of art are bad, and she decides to cut ties with him after all the time people trying to convince her. Then we have that bitch-ass Antonio who never learned shit, defends both Julian and Rainbow Kitty with shitty excuses. Antonio was exposed before, but boy, that dude never learned shit but rather still fuck up his own life. Good thing he left the internet, but not enough for him to get away with his shit. Not to mention that bitch Rainbow Kitty made child porn too and did other worse dumbass things like blackface. She's such a wannabe like both Julian and Antonio, including Sarah. At least she left the internet too, but I do want her register as a sex offender, so is Antonio and Sarah. When his entire actions are exposed to the public, Julian decides to guilt trip and make shitty-ass vet pictures to play victim, manipulate his fans, and gaslight those who are against him. He really have no one else to blame but himself. The cycle goes when you get exposed for something you on internet and TV find out about, you decide to fake like you have depression and have the shit show on YouTube. Julian did that with his take-ass prank. I know he faked depression too just to get back at everyone with him saying he'll seek therapy or some shit. Should have done while you did your shit. You could at least fucking stop what you are doing, but no. You think you can get away, then got exposed. Now you act like a complete bitch. I swear it happened a lot. Mostly those who are artistic too. Be honest. Julian is still around at Discord toying with his girlfriend and doing other shit there too. Also, his other channel is still up. He maybe left YouTube or made no activity there, but not at Discord. It seems that Julian never learned from his actions and claimed that he's quote-unquote betrayed by everyone. That Mexican greaseball still guilt tripping. The only person he have is his girlfriend Oliva, doing the same acts he did to other people, and he said he'll seek therapy and he'll never do what he did again. Big ass fucking down. This may not be the end. He's still on his feet. Something has to be done to make sure he won't be around to fight with other people, even having more future victims. That's all from me. Chronic out.